won that, Clark, in the 100.
Well, her name is Rebecca.
Rebecca.
So Rebecca, maybe it's Rebecca Clark.
Okay, Rebecca Clark.
Congratulations, Rebecca Clark.
I think when your name is Rebecca, but you're in the 100, you're called Clark. It has something to do with that.
Well, the 100 is a television show that is on Netflix that I did watch the first season of. I will say that, but she's not on it. So I don't know what that's about. Look at these guys, Link.
Look at them. I wonder what language they speak.
You know what? I've always wanted to invent my own language because Tolkien did that. You know?
He invented many languages.
Many languages. I mean,
he was a linguist.
What if we did a language that was clicks and
in the 100.
Let's talk about the
solid as a rock, these things.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
really.
like,
I don't know how to communicate how solid these things are.
Imagine a rock that was chiseled to look like us, but then bobbled.
Well, think about it like this. You know when, and also forgot to mention, you may already know this, but the packaging turns into the Good Mythical Morning set, complete with a cutout wheel of mythicality that you can spin on your own. Now,
what's the hashtag we're using? Do you guys remember for GMM Bobble? We want you to buy these and take photographs and take us to places that we can never go, but you and our bobbleheads can.
You know what I'm saying though? Like sometimes you get like the cheap plastic ones. In fact, I won a cheap plastic bobblehead at an event recently, so did you.
I did too.
And they were really cheap and they were like plastic, and when you thump it, it would go like, tss, tss. This is like thumping a rock. I don't even know what it's made out of.
Which is not much unlike thumping our actual heads. If you wanna know what it's like to thump our actual heads, buy the bobblehead.
There's an island in the Indian Ocean called North Sentinel Island, and it has a tribe on it, and no one knows what the language even sounds like because the natives have a practice. This sounds like something out of the old days, but it exists today. The natives have a practice of murdering anyone who comes onto the island. That's the foreign policy. You set foot on our beaches and we kill you. There's some interesting pictures here of just like them standing on the beach with spears like, I ain't going on that beach.
So there's like an aerial photo. That's pretty cool to like be flying over these guys.
Well, and Lizzie was just telling us
I guess there's women and children too.
Recently, well, probably, if they're perpetuating. Recently,
if they're perpetuating.
Recently, just a few years ago, right, there were some fishermen. Some fishermen were inebriated and they ended up landing on the
Lizzie was with them?
The shore. Lizzie was
You
not
were with
there.
them?
Were you there? Yeah, Lizzie was there.
You getting like sailors drunk and sending them to this island so you could like take over their ship?
And they got killed. So this is not a myth. I mean, the dudes just got killed because they were on the island. This is the way it goes. But there was apparently—
What's the bucket thing though?
Yeah, apparently the only successful communication with the tribe has involved exchanging different colored buckets. Maybe they speak the different colored bucket language, you know?
What's the story behind the different colored buckets?
Well, they probably have buckets and other weird stuff that's just washed up on, because they're on an island, you know? And maybe somebody was like, hey, I bet they'd be into a blue bucket. Let me leave it here. And they left a red bucket in place. I don't know.
Like beach toys? Like you guys live on the beach, here's some beach buckets.
Probably.
We come in peace.
Probably.
Want to have a beach party.
I doubt it. I doubt that's what it was. I mean, it was probably like a Home Depot bucket, which is orange.
Like here's 500 DVDs of Teen Beach Movie.
They probably couldn't watch those.
It's a great movie, by the way.
What do you say, though?
Have you seen it?
I'm sorry to say I have seen it.
I knew you had. I haven't. You just told me how good it was.
What would it take?
$5 million.
$5 million for us to visit this island?
Oh, to visit the island? Nothing. I'll just do it.
Oh, really?
I'll hover above it.
I think
in like a helicopter.
No, I have an idea.
I'll drop a bucket.
I'm serious about this. Me and you get a sponsor.
They could sponsor it.
And we get a suit. You know the guy that tried to get eaten by the anaconda on Discovery Channel, but it was a total fail? Or like a dude who's like, I've got a suit that I can just swim with sharks, and if they bite me, it doesn't hurt me. Let's get like this spear-proof suit, 2 suits, and we just walk out of the water like
like Godzilla.
We speak our language.
Let's just dress up like Godzilla and see what they do.
And they can't do anything. All they can do is like just toss us around. They'll try their best to kill us, but we'll have cameras rolling the whole time. Drones flying all over the place, head cameras, GoPros all over us, GoPros on us, and like we're just like the whole time. And then we just start running back to the ocean, and there's little motors on our feet, and we like get right back to the boat.
Right,
And then we make a whole series, a documentary, The Men That Visited the North Sentinel Island by Rhett and Link, who are the guys who visited the island.
Right, they're the two guys.
Yeah.
We could have like
any sponsors interested in that?
We could have like a megaphone, like attached to our mouth, like a mask with a megaphone on it, kind of like Bane, but it would be louder than that.
We need a bucket sponsor.
Right, and we'd have hats.
We'd bring all kinds of different colored buckets, and maybe that's the ticket.
Bucket hats.
We could just have buckets over our heads.
Right, because they could spear your face too, by the way. You got to wear a mask.
We need to think about the details. We need to get like
You're on the right track,
coordinator. Like
this is definitely going to work.
Yeah.
I have no doubt in my mind that this would be safe.
Yeah, right. No.
Someone's going to break through. No one's broken through?
No, they've had helicopters fly over. The Indian government tried to do a census, I guess, and they flew a helicopter over, and they just shot arrows at the helicopter.
Wow. I mean, when it's working, you know, if they're taking such a violent stance that, hey, you know,
they've successfully maintained their way of life.
Yeah. So it's, you know, they're not. Let's not say they're evil. Let's just say that they're protective, and they're effectively protective.
I'm so interested in islands, especially ones where the people will just kill you.
This is apparently the only pre-Neolithic tribe that's remained isolated.
Because even
Pre-Neolithic?
Yeah, because even the ones in the Amazon rainforest now have basically all been contacted on some level.
Right.
They may be completely isolated, but they've been contacted.
All right, let's go. I think maybe they will sponsor it. Brought to you by the people who've been killing everybody. They send us there. I wonder what we'd taste like if they ate us. Do they eat you? They don't eat people.
Oh, you know what? This is really cool because there's an article here at survivalinternational.org which talks about how the tsunami ravaged these islands, including their island, and no one knew if they even survived, but they got a photo, an aerial photo, and the dude is like there's an aerial photo, and it's a dude with a bow shooting at the, you know, like that's his response. Yeah, I survived the flood, you jerk. 2004 tsunami, so they survived it. They probably lived in those islands for up to 60,000 years.
When a helicopter flew over the island, Sentinelese man rushed out to the beach, aiming his arrow at the pilot in a gesture that clearly said, "We don't want you here."
That's another language.
That is the language of the bow and arrow.